Hey guys, I'm Alex from EDD Academy, and today we're going to be introducing the product rule and doing some practice with it. So what the product rule actually says is given two differentiable functions, f of x and g of x, then the derivative of their product, so d dx of f of x times g of x, is equal to f of x times the derivative of g of x plus g of x times the derivative of f of x. So on one side, you have f of x times the derivative of g of x, and you're adding that to basically the opposite of it, where f is the function being differentiated and g is the one staying constant. So let's look at some examples. So using the product rule, find f prime of x of f of x equals x times e to the x. Well, if we rewrite our product rule, derivative of the product of two functions, f of x and g of x, equals f of x times g prime of x plus g of x times f prime of x. Remember this from, well, the last slide. In this case, f of x is x and g of x is e to the x. So we have that x times the derivative of g of x, so the derivative of e to the x, plus just regular g of x, which is e to the x, times the derivative of f of x, which is the derivative of x. If we simplify this here, we have x times the derivative of e to the x, so that's just x times e to the x, plus e to the x times the derivative of x, so that's e to the x times 1. If we simplify this ever so slightly, we have x times e to the x plus e to the x, and that is our derivative. Example 2 says, find d dx of 2x squared minus 1 times x cubed plus 3. Once again, rewriting the product rule, I'll do it a little bit faster this time. So for this problem, f of x is quantity 2x squared minus 1. So this whole quantity, f prime of x, equals 2x squared minus 1 times the derivative of g of x, so times the derivative of x cubed plus 3, plus just regular x cubed plus 3 times the derivative of f of x, so times the derivative of 2x squared minus 1. If we simplify this, we have 2x squared minus 1 times the derivative of x cubed plus 3. Using the power rule, this is just 3x squared, and then plus x cubed plus 3 times the derivative of 2x squared minus 1, which is just 4x. If we distribute both sides here, we have, let's see, 6x to the 4th minus 3x squared plus 4x to the fourth plus 12x. If we simplify this, we have x times the quantity 10x cubed minus 3x plus 12. Example 2 is finished. Bruh, that's not even a box. What am I doing? Anyway, example 3, the final example. If f of x equals x cubed times quantity square root of x plus 1, find dy dx. This time, I'm not even going to write out the definition of the product rule. I'm just going to apply it. So f prime of x equals x cubed times the derivative of, I'll rewrite square root of x plus 1 as x to the 1/2 plus 1, and then plus, once again, x to the 1/2 plus 1 times let's see, times the derivative of x cubed. If we compute this, we have x cubed times the derivative of x to the 1/2 plus 1. That's just 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 using the power rule, and then plus x to the 1/2 plus 1 times the derivative of x cubed, and the derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. If we simplify this, we have that our derivative equals 1/2 x to the 5/2 plus 3x to the 5/2 plus 3x squared. Now, if we combine these two terms here, we have, our final answer is 7/2 x to the 5/2 plus 3x squared. That's our final answer. Thanks for watching.